Hey guys, welcome back on this pleasant evening for episode 19. And today we have Irina, singer songwriter all the way from KL. So, how are you today?
Hello, I'm doing great. How about you
We're doing
guys?
good. We're doing good.
Yeah, good. We're good.
It's
I
good
know,
to
I know,
hear.
I know. You're still thinking about the joke, right?
Well, right now, yeah, with the echoes, so it's a bit both.
See, the
Yeah,
struggle that we have to go through. So, you
hey,
know,
yeah.
but every struggle is worth hearing about your story. So, how's things during Theo?
Well, it's been a little tough because I've been mostly at home for how many months now? I only go out for groceries, so like I have been stuck for I don't know. The last time I remember going out like for not for groceries was the performance that I did, I think, and that was like last year, and we had the same month. So yeah, it's pretty tough.
I see. So, like,
Hi.
is it okay that we start the session? We'll just ask you
Yeah, let's
first.
do
All
it.
right. So let's get
Ask
in.
anything.
So you're a independent singer songwriter.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like, when did you have this thing that saying that you want to do music, you want to sing, you want to write? You know.
Well, I think it started. It first started with me having piano lessons, and I think that time I was like 11 or 12. So that was like when my music interest, like doing music, not just like listening to music, but like doing music, um, like sparked up that time. So I took piano lessons, and then I started like writing when I was 15, though. But to be honest, it wasn't like I wouldn't call myself a songwriter at that time because I was just scribbling stuff. So I did not really have like finished songs or anything like that. So it was like all in drafts, and you'll never hear it ever. But when I was 17, after I was done with SPM, that's when I started to like focus on songwriting and just really try to finish the songs that I did not. And then after SPM, I told my mom that I wanted to do music, and she's been so supportive until now. And so then after I went to college at International College of Music here in KL. Yeah, so I only went for like a year. I studied there for a year, and I was supposed to continue for degree, but then I told my mom I probably would, not do it at the moment because I want to focus on releasing, writing, and put my music out there. Because when you're in college, then you have projects, and I did not really like the exams and all the stress there. So I couldn't really focus on putting my music out. So after college, then I started to join Open Mic Malaysia. That's where I met a lot of local musicians. So then we started performing together in the band. And then, yeah, I started putting out like my originals.
That's how it started off.
Yeah, because after I was done with college, right, like when I was 17, I only like posted song covers on my YouTube, on my Insta, but I didn't really share my originals yet. So I started doing that when I started to work together with this producer friend that I know from my college. His name is Hexalite. So we started working together, where I sent him my demos, and then he produced the music for my songs, and yeah, we've been working together until now.
That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nice that how you started off, and from
Yeah.
piano and
Yeah.
then going to writing your lyrics and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I
So,
because I because I didn't really like write songs when I was younger, but yeah, I started really when I was 17, and then I went to college and learned more
nice.
about the whole music thing, because I did not have any much much background except for piano lessons at the time. Mm.
So, Airinna, do you have like your favorite kind of genre of music?
Well, okay, I've been asked this before.
Uh,
I can't say I listen to a lot of pop, and I grew up also listening to like a lot of pop music on the radio. Because back then, like you hear a lot of all these pop songs on hits on Fly, and I think there was a radio channel called Red FM. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, it was, but they don't have it anymore now. I don't know why. So yeah, I listened to a lot of pop music back then, but because my family, um, they listen to a lot of different genres. Like my mother, she loves um, like all those oldies, 80s stuff, and like my
Classic.
brother, yeah, and like my brother, he likes sort of like rock and roll genre, the Beatles, and then my
Nice.
sister, she likes a lot of these new indie artists like Billie Eilish. So all of those music influences kind of they share those kind of genres with me. So I am open to listening to all sort of genres. I'm not just yeah.
So you're basically like you're going from the old times to the millennium genres. You're into that kind of.
Yeah,
That's nice.
and I love classical too because I had to take piano lessons. So a lot of the songs that I had to learn was all classical music. I love classical music. I love listening to them, but I struggle a lot playing. It's so difficult. I'm serious. It's so difficult. Maybe I'm just not good at it. Yeah.
But it's nice that like not much people like to listen to classical music. Nice that you
You don't
vibe to
like
it.
you don't like listen to classical?
Why
I
do you
mean,
listen to it?
Huh?
I mean, what
Why do
like what interests you in classical music? Like if you say like piano, right? What's your interest in classical?
Well, I think because it's just so calming. Because it's just the piano itself, no beat, and also I love orchestras. So
ah,
yeah, I think because of the
Maybe that's why.
harmony, it's different. Yeah, it's different from like contemporary music or like pop or whatever you hear. So like if there's a song with that orchestral element, I really love it. If you've heard this group called I think cinematic pop, yeah, they take all these pop songs and they make it sound they make their own orchestral version of it, and I really love the way they arrange the songs. Yeah.
Do you have any friends coming to you and telling you like, oh, you're listening to this kind of classical music, man?
yeah,
You got to listen to some new music. Do you have any friends like that?
Well,
yeah.
not yet, because I
Ah.
don't really go on telling my favorite genre is classical. No, I usually just listen to classical when I'm reading or I'm just all alone, so no one would really know that I love classical
You're basically like a
music.
low key, chilling kind of person.
Low key,
Yep.
Yeah,
chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
So, have you like played any classic song on the piano back when you were younger? Like, what was your
Yeah.
first song you played on the piano?
What was the first one? Well, the like for the beginners would always be like the Baba Black Sheep and stuff, all those
Uh,
nursery rhymes. That was like the beginning when I first started. But then after that, I started to learn, more difficult pieces like the sonatas, sonatinas, and stuff. Yeah,
Only
it's
sonata I know
hard
is
to.
Winter Sonata.
Yeah, there's a lot actually, and it's even more difficult to memorize the name of the pieces because it's gonna be like sonata op number something 37 and whatnot. So I can never memorize them all. So like if you play me classical music, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that, but don't ask me the title because I don't know. I can sing it back to you, but not the title. Yeah.
see, nice.
So like
So, like,
sorry Tija, I gotta ask
no,
this. Like
go ahead.
your music. Let's talk about three of your tracks, random ones.
Three of my tracks. Okay.
The first one
Why am I
is
nervous?
no, just relax. The first one is Sleep. What
Sleep.
inspired you to, do the
To
track
write
Sleep?
sleep. Oh, Sleep. I think I released Sleep back in 2018. Now that song actually has that orchestral elements in it. If you realize that, I mean, if you listen to it,
Yeah.
um, I that was my first project because I got I just recently got like the, what do you call that thing? DAW, DAW, however to pronounce it, DAW or DAW. So I just got that. And then I was just trying stuff with that software called Studio One. So I was just playing around with the presets and everything they have. And then, because, I've never actually used those stuff. I mean, I'm not a producer, I'm just a singer-songwriter. So
Yeah.
the first time when I got that software, I was just trying and I was looking at all the instruments they have. And I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Like, you don't really have to learn an instrument to play it because you just connect that software thingy to a MIDI keyboard. I don't have a MIDI keyboard, but I had like a digital piano where I could connect that software to the digital piano. It's hard for me to explain because me too, I don't really know how to use it. I learned that a lot from my friend who I worked on a cover before. We did a cover of a Beatles song that was on my Spotify as well. That was the first one I put out before I put out Sleep, my original song. So yeah, I was just trying all those presets and created created all that sound that you hear in the Sleep song. So yeah, that's how I did it.
And then after sleep, track that I wanna ask you is Last Letter.
Oh, Last Letter was a song that I released back in 2019. But I worked on that with my friend Ricky. Ricky is a UK-based music producer, so we have never actually met before. So we worked remotely, like via WhatsApp, and then we just video call and did the song together. So that time we got connected on Instagram. So he was like asking, do you want to collaborate? And then I was like, yeah, cool, at the time, because I had the demo for Last Letter, which was just me and the piano. So it was like a simple stripped down version of it. And so I had sent it to him, and he gave it a listen, and then he from there he just took the song and create this whole production for Last Letter. Yeah, that's how we did Last Letter.
So the last one that I wanna ask you is the song is which is your latest song, Another Sad Song, Another Sad Movie. Sorry, I bet.
Another sad movie. Yeah. Well, that
Because
too.
like
I
when you
worked.
say like another sad movie, it feels like imagine if I'm telling a didn't have you watched another sad movie, then he'll be like, what? Is it a movie or
It's a
I mean, how did
song.
you come up with the title and how did you work on
Yeah.
this track?
Well, okay. That too was the song that I worked with my friend Ricky. Like for Last Letter, right? Last Letter was a song where I wrote first, and then I sent to him, and then he did the production. But like for Another Sad Movie, Ricky had his production done already, and so he sent that instrumental track to me. It was kind of like a like that beat, yeah, that beat of that song. So he sent it to me, and then he said I could write anything. And so because of the intro, if you hear the intro of the song, it was just like that guitar, that sad guitar intro. So I don't know, when I heard it, right, the first time when I heard it, I feel like this is the kind of music that I feel would fit at the credit scene of a sad movie. And so then it gave me the idea, you know, why not, put the title as Another Sad Movie? And so because I love watching all these sad romance movies also. So
Ah,
yeah, it gave me that idea
see,
to write about it. Yeah. Yeah.
see,
See,
see.
that's just nice to hear about, you know.
Yeah, that's how you
Yeah.
got the inspiration from.
Yeah. And also because the song is about um being cheated on. So I was
Ah,
thinking like, yeah, because a lot of the movies that I watch, I love like all those romance movies with, sad endings. I don't like happy endings. So I was thinking, one of the saddest thing I think that could happen in a relationship is being cheated on by someone. So
that's the worst.
I I had to write about that because I've never had any songs that I talk about infidelity or yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
So, Arena, don't mind me asking you this.
Mhm.
This is your opinion. We just want to hear your opinion. Like, uh, back in the days, when people make music, they play really, they play instruments and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like nowadays, like you were saying, it's like a keyboard thing. That, how do I say it? It's
MIDI
like you,
keyboard. Yeah, it's called
right?
MIDI keyboard.
It's like you
Yeah.
can add in all the sounds, and then you create songs and stuff like that, right?
Uh-huh.
So, like, in your words, like, do you think like playing instrument is a musician, or doing, using the thing, what you were saying, that
MIDI
what,
MIDI
MIDI
keyboard.
MIDI
Yeah, MIDI
keyboard?
keyboard.
Yeah, which one do you think, like, I don't know, like,
Better?
I mean, as a musician, like, that represents as a musician.
Ooh, a tough one. Because personally, I'm not a producer. Because I'm just a singer songwriter, so it wouldn't be fair for me to say no. Don't. You're not a musician if you use MIDI keyboard. Because all the producers that I'm working with, they all use MIDI keyboards. I mean, I think not
I
just
see.
the producers that I work with. I think now, because of technology, right, and
Yeah.
all of this, so people have been going through using digital stuff. So, well, I think it's good to learn both. I mean, even though if you know how to use all these MIDI keyboards and stuff, I think still it would be great if you learn the basic stuff for the. I mean, at least maybe piano. So just learn basic stuff, the fundamentals of using the real instrument. So I think that would help for you to use the digital ones. I think I can't say much because I'm not a producer, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. Yeah.
So basically, when you use this MIDI keyboard, it's like there is a advantage to it, right? Like, it makes work easier and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it does make work easier and like because you have all the presets, like all the instruments, right? So even if, let's say, for example, like me, I'm not a guitarist, but with that MIDI keyboard, you can get that guitar sound and actually put guitar in your song even though you can't play the guitar. So I mean, at the end of the day, you wanna put out a song that people would like and enjoy. So I think it doesn't really matter. It's just that if you were to perform, nah, that's that's gonna be hard
Well,
long
that's
because yeah, 'cause you can't hide the fact, like if you can't play an instrument, then how are you gonna, yeah.
yeah,
I think it depends
yeah,
on the genre of music as well. So
yeah.
because
True,
Mm-hmm.
true.
maybe yours you wanna play it on the instrument, or either you wanna play it on the. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say the name. I don't know. I forgot the name of what key what
Meaty, it's okay.
MIDI thing.
we,
MIDI
we can
keyboard.
learn. I didn't
I
know
feel you.
about it too, to be honest, because I went to college. That's where I learned stuff about this because it's something new. And because if I did not like work with people um, who knows about this stuff, then I probably wouldn't know about it either. Yeah.
Because like when it comes to you, you have the preference. Either you want to do straight up. Because if you go to like a gig, you can't be using the MIDI keyboard thing. You
Hmm.
gotta just take your guitar and then like have an acoustic session.
Yeah,
You know.
especially if you're doing like acoustic stuff,
Yeah.
then
Then it's kind
yeah,
of
there's
different.
no. You can't trick people.
Pros and cons lah, basically.
Yeah, that's why I think it's great for you to know both. Yeah.
So like let's talk
So,
about um an artist maybe who you got inspired from for your
yeah,
music.
Okay.
Let's talk about
this thing.
what has
What?
Lana Del Rey inspired you in writing
Uh,
songs and
well,
everything.
well, before Lana Del Rey, when I was younger, like during my high school days, because I watch a lot of MTVs, so I listened to a lot like Katy Perry, who else? Like all that artists were blowing up during that time, during like the early 2000s. Yeah. So I did not know Lana Del Rey at the time. I was just listening to a lot of like mainstream pop on the radio. But then after I went to college, then I started to discover all these other genres because the college that I went to, they taught a lot about jazz. I was never a fan of jazz, to be honest, but then because after I learned about jazz, because in jazz there's just so many things that you have to know because it's different from pop and contemporary. It's a lot more simpler, like contemporary pop it's a lot more simpler, but jazz there's just so much stuff to know. So yeah, so then I was introduced to all these different genres other than pop when I went to college, and then that's where I discovered like other artists like Lana Del Rey and then the Smiths. That's when I started to like all these um, new wave and post punk genre, which is weird for me, because I grew up listening to radio pop, and then suddenly I'm like into all these other genres, and then also I kind of like rap too. Yeah, like Eminem.
I see.
So it's really because of the lyrics. So like Eminem and NF, um, a bit of Cardi B, to be
Wait, who
honest.
do you
I
say? Do you
never
say like Eminem and then
NF.
and
Yeah, NF. NF is pretty. He's a pretty new like a rapper. So yeah, a bunch of stuff really. It's just all these different stuff, and I think it's I don't know. I just like them.
the different? I mean, everyone has their own preference of music. We
Yeah,
can't be telling them.
yeah. It's always just like it depends on my mood really, so that's why it's hard for me to just say that I only listen to pop, because like this month I could be listening to, I don't know, maybe indie stuff, and then the next month I would be listening to, who knows, like really heavy rock. My taste just it's always different every single time based on like the artist or like the songs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vibe to it
whatever
and
that
stuff.
catches my attention, especially the lyrics, because I usually listen to the lyrics first more than the music.
Nice, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like, what was your first gig?
Does the Open Mic Malaysia count? Well, um, okay. If you want to see the first gig, I would say it was this talent show that I joined back in high school.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I did like a performance with my band. Okay, I hope it won't be wrong to expose this because because I no longer perform with them, but they're like my close friends. I always remember. So I joined this talent show at my school, and it's a funny thing because we did not know what to name our band because it was just a one-time thing. It's not like a real we're gonna be bands forever and do music. So we had to come up with a band name, and then we just we were just fooling around, and then the band name ended up to be Nokia Pilots.
Okay.
Like literal Nokia Pilots. I don't know why. Just looking back, it seems foolish. It really is foolish. So I remember we had performed. Yeah, you know why it was called Nokia Pilots?
Yeah, why?
Because we were performing a 21 Pilot song.
The-
The band, yeah,
Ah,
the duo, the 21 Pilot song.
okay,
So
okay,
we're
okay.
like, why not just name ourselves Nokia Pilots? Yeah, why not, right? So yeah, that was like my first ever like live performances and live performance in front of a crowd. And then after that, well, I did a little bit of performance when I was in college, but not like outside. I only started to do gigs outside when I joined Open Mic Malaysia, but usually Open Mic Malaysia is like more of a acoustic session, so it's not like a band thingy. Because at that time I didn't really have a band yet, but after I joined Open Mic Malaysia, then I got to know a few musicians from there. Then that's where I started to form a band and get them to play with me whenever I have other shows or stuff. Yeah,
Did you enjoy Urbanscape?
I did. Yeah, I did enjoy Urbanscapes. It was, I still remember because it was under the hot sun and I was wearing my kabaya
Oh
with high
no.
heels.
Wish.
Yeah, it was hot. So, so I don't know. Maybe if anyone was there and took a video, they'd probably see my sweat dripping. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun though.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nice to. I mean, getting the opportunity to perform in Urbanscape is like a big thing,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
especially
It
for the
Yeah,
is.
region.
and they were all great, talented acts who performed there too.
Yeah,
So yeah, I got to meet some of them, which was cool.
nice. Nice to hear about
Mm-hmm.
your performance and where did you perform and all
Yeah.
the stuff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
many more stages for you to come. Who knows? Maybe one
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
we'll be sitting down and watching you.
I
Hey,
hope
Watching
so.
you.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
Hi,
I hope
Adina. How
so.
are you? Yeah, we'll be down there shouting at you.
I hope so. But now because of the lockdown and
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not much, no kicks at all for now, you know. But who knows? Yeah, after everything is okay, I'll invite you guys.
sure,
All
sure.
right.
Be a pleasure coming
All
to our
right.
show.
Ons lah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, Arena, just one question to you. Like,
Hmm.
let's say someone out there right now who is having, uh, the same fire and passion that you have right now. Let's say this person is also into music. What would you have for advice for them? Like, during this pandemic, during
Hmm.
this lockdown,
For the person who wants to do music,
yeah, for anyone out there right now who's watching this,
uh,
do you have advice for those young comers, newcomers?
well, I think just do what you love. I mean, if you do what you love, then if there's any other obstacles that come through your way, you get through it. You just have to believe in what you do. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right,
Don't give up.
all
Because
right,
once you give up, then just remember why you first start doing what you're doing. Yeah, yeah.
Whoever who's watching this, just imagine you didn't ask the question. Imagine that question. We went to the future, and now I'm going back to the future and asking another question back to you. Okay. So I want to ask two questions actually, but this question was supposed to be asked before Tijan asked this question. So like
Oh
I'm gonna
no, TJ,
I wanna ask
why?
about your you did the thing the other day, which is Pile Kase, if I'm not mistaken. How was that?
Yeah, I did the Pile Case show. You're asking how is it?
Yeah, how was it?
Oh, okay. Well, um, it was organized by Atas Angin and Luas. So, the organizer Gob, he invited me. He messaged me as well. He invited me to play for that show. It was an online, like virtual show. So he invited me and asked if I wanted to play, and then obviously I said yes. So it went on for like 2 days. Last Saturday was like the performances for the guys, like whole set was all boys, and then the next day on Sunday was for all the girls. So it was like 11 guys and 11 girls who performed for that Pile Casa show. I think it was their first time, so they might have a second one coming soon. So yeah, it was all indie musicians. Yeah.
See, at least you during the lockdown, at least you have something
Mm,
to people to watch and stuff. It's
yeah,
nice. So
yeah.
any new tracks coming soon?
Well, I'm working on one for my own release, and if everything goes well, then I'll probably release it in October, because I usually like to plan stuff ahead. So if I were to have like a release, I would prepare it like 3 months before, so I could plan like the promotion and stuff. So no rush. I don't like to rush things.
Good,
So
that's good.
yeah.
Nice to hear that you're coming up with new tracks. So the last question
Hmm.
before we wrap it up, what would you
Hmm.
like to say to your fans there?
I don't have
I mean,
fans. What's up,
I'm
I
fans?
don't
sure.
think
I'm
so.
sure there
That's
is.
correct.
Yeah, I'm sure
I
there
mean,
is.
those the people who supports me. I mean, yeah, yeah. Ever since I started doing this, I'm really thankful for those who support me. So I mean, if anyone is watching right now, I just want to say thank you for supporting my music. And another thing I want to say is that just be safe and take care of yourself. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know what else really.
Just wear your mask when you're going out, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wear your
Always
mask
sanitize
and
yourself.
only
sanitize.
go get your vaccine. Get yourself the vaccine.
Good, that's good. So thank you for
Yeah,
taking your time.
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you,
Yeah,
Airinna.
thank you. It was
No
lovely
worries.
speaking to
No
you.
worries.
Yes, no worries.
Anytime. I mean, it's good that you share. How did you about
Yeah,
your music and about your
your
tracks,
Mhm.
journey.
3 tracks that we spoke about, and about I don't know
Mhm.
what thing that you told me, that gadget thing, that
Okay, the
the
keyboard.
keyboard.
The
Yeah,
keyboard.
Well, at least I'm happy to share about this. Because yeah, it's something new too. I think
yeah. It's
I don't know. I didn't know it either, to be
yeah. It's
honest.
nice to get to know something new that you learned
Yeah, yeah.
today.
MIDI keyboard.
Good, it's
MIDI
good.
keyboard.
I mean, thanks a
MIDI
lot,
keyboard.
Irina, for coming over, taking your
Yes.
time
Thank you,
this pleasant
guys.
evening with us.
Mhm.
So I'll link all your socials below later. Uh,
Okay, cool.
I'll like whoever's watching this until the end. Please go and stream her music, show some love, share it around. I mean, that's the only way that you guys can show some love back.
Yeah.
And catch you guys on the next episode. And stay safe. Peace. Bye bye.
It's another sad movie playing on the screen. A respectable man gets caught in infidelity. She loved him too much to think it would end this way. And now she leaves to catch a train to nowhere enters. She says, "Lynch me, this can't be happening. Tell me, where did I go wrong that I had to be cheated on? Wake me up if it's a bad dream, 'cause it's hard to leave from the one you love the most. Hurts you the worst." It's another sad movie nobody wants to see. A good man's heart torn up by treachery. He trusts her more than anything to believe the hard truth, but now he's seen it all to fall for another excuse. Lynch me, this can't be happening. Tell me, where did I go wrong that I had to be cheated on? Wake me up if it's a bad dream, 'cause it's hard to leave when the one you love the most hurts you the worst. Turn the TV off, 'cause I've had enough. I just can't watch these scenes anymore, 'cause they remind me of the day you called me up and said there's something that I should know. You swore it was just a one-time thing, it didn't mean anything. Oh God, I should have seen it coming right from the start, that we were meant to be a movie with no happy ending on a broken screen for the world to see.